not very good. Anyway, Sid,
Anyway, I've just woken
I rolled
up.
a
Let's start
17.
this.
Yes, I rolled a
Oh my
17
gosh.
on the
Wait.
last game at
Yep,
the
and
very end.
that was to scan the ship, to see if there was any life signs or signs of power, or it was just generally to have a quick scan of the ship itself.
Oh, okay.
And
Also,
Yes.
Kamiko is extremely robotic right
yeah,
now.
very robotic.
Yeah, that's
At least
just
go up
my
there and
internet.
kick
I
your
can't do
sister in
anything
the
about
ass
that
and
one.
say, "Listen, don't."
I already have. That's the problem. It randomly skips.
Join this player.
It's one is on the internet, regardless of who it is, except my phone for some reason. It's fine, but the instant anyone else so much as touches the Wi-Fi, it's just bad.
Well, now you're coming through clear as day.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching it. It just skips around for no reason. It's amazing. It's really fun too when you're in multiplayer games in PvP and your ping suddenly goes from 83 to 2,405.
That's why I don't like PvP or multiplayer games, because my internet could never hack it. I'd be looking at it at the end of the game and it'd be like, they're like, "Oh, my latency was 22," and I'm like, "Oh, my latency was 783." And then you're complaining. It's like they're like, "Oh, well,
Yeah, well, the thing is, it wouldn't be so annoying if if the 5 seconds that it was at those high pings before it goes back down for like the next 3 minutes weren't always before I'm trying to engage a group of enemies, and then suddenly either someone shoots me and I'm dead because I didn't see them. Someone that I was shooting shot me and I'm dead, even though I shot them, or some combination thereof, and it's awful. Anyway, what's the scan say, Lavitz?
the scan says what I've written in the text. The ship is dark. It detects no power signs whatsoever.
No life as well? Alright.
Not that it can detect. I'm just going to put that around the correct way because it was backwards. And as per Sid's request, the ship is purple.
Oh boy.
That wasn't
Now,
Also-
your request, you just decided to do so.
Now, the
Yeah.
ship
You
has
asked
2
what
entry
color.
points. Well, actually, technically 3. You can go either on the center top, roughly where you're sitting right now. You can go here, where there's a big open chunk of where it's open as well, because these 2 sections, like, you connect your airlock here, even though it's actually broken, so you have to be in your spacesuits. There's an open section here, and then there's an airlock over here.
Alright, Sid, what's the plan?
There also is a sub airlock as well, dead center of the ship, where you can actually come up through the center of the ship. It's basically an emergency hatch.
That one sounds the safest.
Alright then. Am I going to be allowed to, Alright then, that's where we'll go. I'll let our captain go up to it.
By the way, if I have to
She's
run off
piloting.
every now and again, my stomach is a little bit wonky today, because I've been in a bit of pain last night. So if I have to run
No
off,
worries.
I'll just let you know, guys know. Also, my sugar's
What's
through the
your,
roof, so I'm going to be pissing like a freaking racehorse.
You said you got a maybe. Was that in regards to someone playing with us, or?
No. That's for a personal thing.
Oh, alright, well then, okay.
I personally messaged you.
Oh, is this from me?
Yeah, I personally messaged you last night, I think it was. So that would have been like really early this morning for you.
Yeah, you
Around this
just
time-
asked me if I was proud that Trudeau is my prime minister? And the answer is still no,
No, it
Lavitz.
was after that.
No.
Wait. No, I haven't said anything to you today.
No, I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, then in that case, well.
Yeah, my spelling was bad. I did
I-
it with the phone,
I
and the phone
completely-
can't spell for shit, and it's got, like, when it tries to autocorrect, it always autocorrects to something really, really shitty. Like, if you
well.
misspell, duck, it'll freaking go to, like, declaration or something like that.
See, what I hate is when the autocorrect decides that instead of that it doesn't want you to swear. Anyway, as the captain drives us over to this wonderful airlock that Sid has chosen, I'm just going to get on the intercom and go, all right, now's the time to suit up.
Yep. Now remember, you have around 2 hours in your suit before it goes bad. Like before you're starting to run risks of bad oxygen loss.
Yep. I'm going to also over the intercom just say, we're going to be boarding a ship. Scans indicate that there's no power or life signs on it, but I've been noticing a few wonky things since we jumped, so keep your guns ready.
Okay.
Okay, let me just reset. I forgot to put shadow on this damn thing. Of all the things, I forgot to put fog of war on. Yes. Big picture, blah la la.
So that's
Okay, so you guys are
two
going.
mercenaries and
You guys
no.
are going for the center, basically the maintenance hatch that you'd open up and go to do an outside walk to do external repairs and whatnot, aren't you?
That's what Sid requested, and I'm the one in charge of nothing. So yeah.
Okay, roll me a piloting check, because basically what you have to do is instead of parking...
I'm not piloting.
Who's piloting then?
The captain, Sid's girlfriend.
Alrighty, let's see how well she
won't let me near the controls, Lavitz.
Okay, she pilots us really well. She actually flies above the ship, becomes horizontal to the other one's perpendicular, and slowly just lets almost like the other ship's gravity kind of pull your ship closer to the point that she can actually attach the airlock reasonably well.
Alright.
So she does quite a good job. And I'm just going to make that there. Move you guys to the map. Now your ship is currently attached to this ship. Like it is completely locked on. She's managed to lock it on really well.
Okay.
It's around center left. You may have to zoom out.
Yes. Yeah, I did have to zoom out. Alright, so
here?
let's see.
Yep, right there. That is the hatch, the maintenance hatch for this ship.
Alright, so I should...
Now, and by the way, moving your characters around, like moving the map around, is going to be a bastard. Because every time you go to move something, Roll20's being a bit of a prick. Now, who are you going to bring along with you?
I'm bringing Barry.
Because if there's no oxygen on the ship, the flamethrower is not going to work very well. Its distance is going to be halved. And that is Fisfra's main weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shrink you guys down to your proper size, because this is
She's
quite
the only one I brought with me, though.
Despite the size, of the ship, you guys are actually normal size here. Because I've got to fix this fucking thing. There we go. Oops. Now, can everybody see Fisfra's and Barry's health?
Yeah.
Good. Like that. So yeah, this is a very large ship. Like, it is literally probably about 4 or 5 times the size of your ship easily.
Okay.
Okay. You're in a large maintenance hatch. They appear to be. Roll me a search.
That's an observation, isn't it?
Yes. Plus targeting.
Yep. I still rolled a 9. The hell, roll 20.
You've been rolling 9 on observations for quite a while now, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm regretting this already. Kamiko's gone for a second. Good, that gives me time because I had a bit of a problem. Reactor.
Whew.
What
I don't know
happened?
what I'm doing. Nothing. I am being special.
Are you playing games?
Actually, no. I'm just special.
You're playing Crush. Which...
It's not really a game. I just have it up because I'm trying to collect today's stuff.
What is today's stuff? Is it a 3 diamond day or is it a single diamond day?
A single diamond, but it's an hour of work.
See, I've got everything maxed out, so I don't really have to worry. I just do it so I can collect the new characters, because I'm liking that every 3 weeks you can unlock a new character. So I'm trying to do that, and I've got like
Sadly, I missed one day for this and last one, so I missed it.
Did you have enough diamonds to buy? Pay for the day that you lost? Oh fuck!
No.
I missed out on yesterday. Huh? Weird.
All right, I'm back. Hopefully, no interruptions. But what did we miss?
Oh, good. Nothing. We've just been waiting on you, and I've been trying. I've realised I forgot to populate this map properly.
So, what you're saying is, we get this dungeon for free.
Well, kinda. I've got a thing set up for the map, but I just haven't put the token there that needs to be put there.
Okay. Wonderful. We've got good news.
Oh, by the way, the token things, or not the token thing, what's it called?
So, who wants to go first?
Good question.
No, personally, I think that Sid's friend should go first, given her health. I'm just saying, Sid's got way more health than the others. You and your compatriot both have the most health out of all of us.
Oof.
Just remember that Fisfra is not the smartest girl.
What do you mean by that, Lavitz?
Well, if you've seen, she's very much a hothead, so to speak. Shoot first, ask questions later. See something move, she'll blast it with a flamethrower. She's not exactly one for restraint and observation.
Okay. So I tell her to guard Tekla.
And Barry, he's more, in a sense, he's more sneaky deaky. You know, he's the picture of a good scout.
So, here, if you want me to go first, I'm taking Barry from you. Fisfra will be guarding you.
Sid. I'm a little bit annoyed. If you get Barry killed, I will not forgive you.
Well, Barry's got shields.
Oh, I fully understand that. That's
Barry's
okay.
got the second most amount of life, I think.
In terms of, if you count shield, yes.
Actually, no, he's one less.
No.
One less than you. For one less than Tekla.
Yes, but we're talking about. But I generally don't count shield just because I'm a very boring person.
Don't worry, I'll keep him safe.
Okay, so basically there's four hatches: north, south, east, west, at which you can go in. Well, actually, no, north, south, and east. Sorry, west is. It appears that it's more of a venting system.
Okay.
So you think that's attached to the engine room. So you
Yeah,
can get to the back of the engines from this area, but you can't actually get into the engine room.
Okay.
Yes. I remember my old days of crawling through the ventilation shafts. Good times.
Alright, Barry, follow me. Fisfra, guard the crazy Russian lady.
First off, that's... I'll have your head for that. Blit.
So which direction are you moving? North, south, east?
East.
East, alright. So
okay. Now, is this a door?
There's a hatch, like, basically in the center of each section. So...
Alright, well, can I open this door? Hatch?
Yes. Roll me a detection.
Alright. First detect of the game. Nice. Oh wow, the dice cards actually allow me to see. Beautiful.
Okay, you look and all of a sudden, as you poke your head through there, a light flickers on. Just enough for it's an emergency lighting almost. You know, like you get when you see those shows where lighting suddenly goes to emergency lighting and it just kind of like glows, everything just kind of glows blue or red or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening here. Emergency lighting has kicked in on this room. It appears to be empty. It seems to be more of a... Oh, come on.
Oh, so a scaredy cat is no longer a scaredy cat?
So, oh, I guess I have to move. What's her face?
Yep. You guys have full control over your two companions. You just have to decide who you're going to be rolling for them to attack and whatnot.
Well, praise be unto Barry.
Yep. So you'll be
Okay.
basically controlling Barry. So if Sid goes forward and with Barry, you'll be controlling Barry, and Sid will be controlling Fistra.
Alright, I'm gonna
Yeah,
see if
flame
my
lady.
scope will actually help, like, look down the hall.
Okay. By the way, these are pretty damn thick walls. They're almost full width of a tile. So you may be able to look through it. You might not be able to.
Well, each tile is 5 feet, yeah?
Yeah. So it's about 5 feet thick. Well, about what would that be? 5 feet's close to. Fuck off, phone.
Yeah, but I've got 2 meters.
Oh, yep. Okay, then yeah, you probably should be able to look through it.
Okay. I rolled an 11, of course.
Yeah, you can see a little bit through there. What you can see is about that.
Okay.
Is this a door down here?
Yes, orange is doors, black is wall.
Alright.
Alright,
Oh.
then.
I guess I'll
Would you
try
like me to open this?
Okay.
Where do we need to roll?
Basically a hydraulic,
just, open the door?
hydraulics check or maintenance check. The door seems to be
That'll
very
be-
old. It is. Everything in here has a slight bit of rust on it, even though there's no oxygen in here, which is abnormal. Things in space normally don't rust very easily.
Unless there was blood recently on it.
Even so, it still needs oxidization to properly rust.
Yeah,
And
true.
with no oxygen in the environment thing, but you can't see any blood around.
Well,
Okay.
that would be a tech, wouldn't it?
Yep, you can either use tech or hydraulics. So, Fisfra's got
Alright.
4 in hydraulics. And
I have a 5 in tech.
yep. Yep, you managed to rewire a bit of power from the emergency lightings into the door controls. And after about half a minute or so of tinkering, the door springs open.
Okay. I'll enter and look down the hallway this way.
Alrighty.
Finally.
You see what appears to be an observation room, almost a holodeck.
Oh, okay.
Everything seems to be appeared powered down, but in the center there's a small control panel about here.
Would you
And
like me to take a look at this?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, we're gonna just move up. Alright, now, the question is, what does an 8 get us?
Okay, an 8 gets, well, you can't read the writing. But you understand that this is a small panel that pops up from the floor that you would normally insert a data disk into it. Primitive tech by your standards now. But
I think you mean by everyone else but my standards, really, but yes.
no, even by your standards, data disks are pretty old. You guys more or less use either crystals or just basically portable USBs. This is like inserting like a 4 times the size hard drive.
A floppy disk?
You like think, yeah, kind of like you know when you get a normal portable drive, times it by like the size of 4 and basically call it a floppy disk.
Oh, okay. It's
Well,
so
then.
it's a oh, there was an actual disc like that too. I can't remember what it was called now.
Have you ever seen someone actually check a hard drive manually? You know, when
Yes.
they actually take it out of the casing and they
'cause
slide it into one of those
I've
things.
done that myself.
Well, basically,
Yep.
it's that. You can recognize that this is primitive tech on that kind of scale.
Or it's just an 8-track.
Yeah, think 8-track. 8-track
All right,
floppy
well then.
disk. manual loader for a hard drive is basically that. In fact,
Mhm.
you
All right.
realize that it's even older than that satellite that you guys discovered a long time ago.
Louts, I'm going to turn to my teammates. I'm just going to go, all right. I have a very bad feeling about this. This stuff is ancient. This is a very old ship.
Actually, roll me an insight check, all of yous.
What's that? Just a standard D20?
You can use either your tech skills or I'm just trying to think what else you could either use, because knowledge of technology would probably be the best thing. You could probably use modding skills or
I have a 23.
communications maybe.
7 or 6. So
Yeah, so you could
Yeah,
use
no,
you could
I'm
use
not
your
gonna-
modding if you wanted to, Sid.
yeah, that'd still be a 7.
Okay, Kamiko, what would
I
you
got
roll?
23.
Okay, yeah,
23.
you realize that this was probably most likely a frontier ship, or around that time. Back in the days when they used to send ships out to scout for things, as opposed to seed ships. Because eventually they boosted seed ships to be able to travel at speeds that humans couldn't handle, and then they'd seed tunnels. And then once they'd seed a tunnel, they'd just bring that tunnel line and go through and build a small little place on the opposite side. But this was a seed ship, where they literally just picked a direction, loaded it full of people, and then shot it towards that friggin' a star off in the distance and hope for the best. So this thing is like early Earth tech. Like we're in, what was it, year 40, 4366, so this is probably around Earth tech 2555 or something like that. So yeah, this thing's at least close to 2,000 years old. That is what your 23 gives you. You there, Kamiko? Is he pissed off again?
I have no idea.
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that. Every time if I go to the toilet, I always have to end up having a shower immediately after. Alrighty. Let me just set the mic because I can hear myself breathing. Okay. Where did I put... Oh, shit. Wait a second. Left my glasses behind. Be right back.
Oh boy. I like this image. You can't just come into my life, make me feel special, and then Burger King.
Okay then.
Really shitty manga translation. Oh man.
Okay, now I'm properly back.
Okay.
Now, any questions about this room? Kamiko got a 23, so I can pretty much answer any questions you have about this room.
I've alerted everyone to the fact that this is a very old ship. So I've got Sid's response, which is just meh. What's our good friend, what's her face, and Barry? What do they think of this?
Let's see. Okay, Barry. Barry doesn't like this. He's uncomfortable around primitive tech for some reason. Especially old Earth tech. Almost as if he's having
Barry,
flashbacks in a way.
Barry, you okay, buddy?
And Fistfura, she's feeling fine. She's just like, oh, good. That means it won't be much of a challenge. If there's anything, if its defenses kick in, we've got no problem.
I'm just looking at Barry like, Barry, you okay, buddy?
Like, yeah, I'm fine, yeah. Yeah, there's no problem.
You sure there, bud?
No. I've seen this before. We can discuss this later.
He just says, last time was on a derelict around this age, shit got fucked up, yo. And
yeah,
you're quite surprised that he's actually managed to fix his voice box as well.
Look, Sid, all I'm saying is I have a lot of experience with old tech, and
Not this old.
not gonna lie.
Like, this is kind of like
Well, not
on
this
your
old,
planet. This would be like finding like old arrowheads of freaking of like Indians, basically, American Indians.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And you're from
when you go to Chernobyl in this universe, it's old. Doesn't mean that there's not a bunch of really nasty stuff living in the remains, though.
Yeah, but it's still way more advanced than what this ship is from. Like, with you guys can create a hologram basically from a wrist device if you buy one that can basically light up an entire room. This one is literally an entire room dedicated to holographics. Physical holographics nonetheless, but it's still holographics. Think the Danger Room from X-Men or the Holo Room from Star Trek.
The what?
The holodeck from Star Trek. Or the Holo Room from the holodeck from Futurama. And the Holo Room from the Orville.
Nope.
Basically, whatever you program into this can actually become physically tangible. So you can program in a table. You can then sit a table and chairs, and then you could sit on them. You could program in there like a Minotaur, and you could be having a tea party with a Minotaur. So basically, what you program in becomes physically there, but it can only exist within this room.
Alright, well, I don't think now's the time to be messing around with old tech.
Not to mention it requires a tremendous amount of power.
And probably time.
Yeah. You've got to figure out the old-timey codes that they used.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. Let's find Sid's beloved desire, or whatever it is we're looking for in here.
Okay.
What do you mean?
And also,
I'm sure you
roll me a d20.
Ooh. 17.
Okay. Barry 19, Fist for a 10, and Sid just a D20.
I got a 17, so not as good as Barry. Assuming that this is good.
Sorry. There we go.
Okay. Now, which way would you guys like to go?
Let's check out this door.
Alrighty. This door seems a little less rusted. In fact, it seems in a little bit better shape than the previous door.
Okay.
You want me to open this one too?
You're the one good with thoughts and stuff, so yeah.
Christ, okay.
Did you roll a 1?
Yep.
Damn it.
Technically it's a 6.
Still a 1.
There's no power to the door. You try to get some power to it and you zap yourself, but you don't take any damage. It's just that there's no power actually running to this door. You'll have to basically brute force it open with a jemmy bar.
I'll just shrug and go, alright, well.
You can have Fist for a roll for it. She's fairly strong. She could probably just open it because she's got a 4 in hydraulics.
Yes. So.
Okay, she's got heavy
I'll make way.
flamethrower.
I'm not interested in getting smashed today, so let her through.
Alrighty, and Fist roll us a d20 plus 4. Sid? Seeing how you control Fistfra.
That's a...
An 11, isn't it?
11.
Yep. It takes her a few minutes, but once she gets her freaking arms in there, the hydraulics just start brute forcing the door open. Seeing how there's less rust on it, almost close to no rust on it compared to the previous door, she gets it open in about a minute and a half or so, just by sheer force of her suit. The door is now open, and that's what you see. You do see a small leak, like a small hole in the wall here, where it just vents to space. It is very small.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can scope through that door.
Okay.
Apparently not.
Well, you can see a bit through it, but what you see is
Why not just through this one?
after the door, that is an emergency exit airlock section.
Okay.
And it appears to be slightly damaged, so it's been venting space through a small little gap here. But the door appears to be completely free of rust.
Alright, Sid, where do you want to go? We've got, like, this.
There's a... by the way... Oh, no, observation. I'm not gonna...
I guess why don't we go down here then?
Okay. By the way, there is another door here.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna loop us though. Let's go down this way.
Alrighty. This door appears to be slightly rusted, similar to the door that you just opened up. Roll me an observation.
Oh boy.
You can use targeting if you want. Well, you don't have to. Sid, above this, it says weapon control room.
Sorry, what control room?
Weapons, sorry. Or weapon deck, I should say.
Door.
Well, let's try and get in there, because let's see what actual weapons are.
13.
It takes you a little bit, but you do manage to rewire the power a little just to open up the door. It creaks and croons, and the area around you shutters for a few seconds as the door tries to open up, and then once it's free of the rust, it just opens up. Roll us a detect.
Alright.
Right.
Alrighty.
Not as good as Sid's, but
That's right. That is what you see.
Anything look familiar to you, Tekla?
I need to take a closer look. Alright, what's the roll to take a closer look at this stuff?
D20 plus tech or targeting. But tech is probably the best roll
Tech.
that you can get. Yeah, this is a primitive weapons room. You'll generally get orders from the bridge to load torpedoes, fire them, and it has a large screen that basically has almost a 360-degree view of, which would have a 360-degree view of the ship itself, allowing it to target its smaller weapons at pretty much in a 360-degree circle above and below the ship. Obviously, they're quite primitive by your standards, but they're fairly advanced for the time that they come from. Meaning that this would have been a later siege ship when they realized that they had to put defensive weapons on there as well.
Okay.
Okay, that's this section
Where do you want?
searched. So you still have this section and this section.
Alright.
Okay, this is a primitive torpedo firing system. It fires very large torpedoes. You think that it might fire them. They get loaded in singularly and shot out very similar to a single-shot air rifle. And
this one here is an 8. So.
Okay. Well, you don't recognize the make or the model or the torpedoes, but something does stand out quite a lot. There's a red blinking light on them, and a symbol that you would recognize very easily, Kamiko. It was a symbol that was plastered on maps saying that it's dangerous to go to that area.
Okay, Jesus fuck. We're going back. This here, you said I noticed something?
Yeah, that's like you load up torpedoes in it and it fires torpedoes out of it. These torpedoes. With the blinking light and the nuclear sign written on it.
Okay, I have backed away very quickly. Well, this isn't good.
What do you mean? What's wrong? Active nuclear bomb sitting right in front of you? Lady with a flamethrower standing right next to it?
No, Lavis, is this an end character response?
No, that was out of character, but yeah.
Okay.
But in character, you might want to explain why you're running away.
Alright, well. Who, which one of you guys, wants to ask?
I mean, I, knowing you long enough, would probably just consider this as normal.
Um, Sid,
Yeah.
Sid, did I ever, you know where I lived, right?
Yeah. Or, no,
We're,
actually, I don't think you've actually explained in character where you lived to my character.
all right. Well, have you ever heard of the ancient city of Chernobyl?
No, sorry.
All right. Well, here's the short version. It had a nuclear reactor. The nuclear reactor blew up because of incompetence on the hands of the people running it. Now it's a radioactive hellscape. It was actually pretty nice. We'd go there on vacation sometime. Anyway, all these missiles, they can make lots of Chernobyls and instantly vaporize the entire ship.
Lots of Chernobyls. I love that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but that was just great.
So, flamethrower lady, could you please back away? Sorry, no. The actual answer question would probably be more along the lines of, "Hey, flamethrower, can you back away from the missiles?"
Well, I'm not controlling her. You guys have to control her.
Sid, that's you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, Jill, move away from those.
Oh God. Okay. If any of you so much as touch one of these things, I will. There's a very good chance that I am going to, if we survive, be very upset. Anyway, next door. Let's get out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I
Yes.
rolled a 22 on the door.
Yep. This door appears to be reasonably well. It's in a reasonably good condition. You managed to just pink it with a few, press two wires together, and it opens up.
Okay.
I guess we'll go in.
Lavitz just sends in lots of Chernobyls. Okay. I feel like that line is going to be the one that everyone remembers.
What, the lots of Chernobyls?
Yes. Oh, that's a crit on opening this door.
Okay, yeah, you open up the door and you see everything inside. The room has been vented into space.
Oh.
But it's alright, you're in your suits. And I'm just gonna roll that. Show that. Now the white and grey squares, they represent space.
Okay, don't go there. Got it.
This appears to be the shield power room. You notice because there's a big giant power cord just sitting slightly outside the room, only partially attached. it still seems to have a small amount of power, and you think that is what's powering the lights and the doors at this moment.
Huh.
Hmm. Sid, if I were to take that, how upset would you be?
Taking this?
Yeah.
But the computer,
Uh. Oh, I was referring to the power cord, but
this
yeah,
is a
the
shield.
computer's
This
data.
is a shield control power. So basically, that allows you to make on-the-spot repairs and adjustments.
I
This
mean,
is the
as long
power
as
core.
it's not the main power core, that should be fine.
Well, you're not sure if it's the main or not, but it is a pretty bloody big power core.
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Oh, you missed. Oh, right, you weren't part of that game. How much did you actually hate me after that, Lavitz?
Not at all. I loved it because it really shows that Diggy is not the kind of person who knows his way around a city.
Well, and that's the thing. Nobody decided to actually put parchment or anything to write on in their inventory whatsoever.
Well,
So it's not like you could
we couldn't
even
really
mark
choose
where
what we
you
put in there.
have been.
We couldn't choose what we put in the inventory. Like, I had an explorer's pack, I think. If I had like a priest pack or something like that, I'd have parchment. But what's a barbarian gonna do with the priest pack?
Yeah, true.
Is Shadow still in your game that goes on every Thursday?
He hasn't been there for 2 weeks, I think, or 3 weeks.
Oh. He just stopped showing up?
Wait, who?
Shadow, was he there last week when we had to cancel it?
I don't think so, no. He's been kind of under a lot of stress, so that's why he hasn't been showing up to anything, really.
Okay, well,
Where's this?
for now, let's
lately. Is this from the new XCOM game that's going to come out?
Yes.
Because I've already got some tokens for it that I intend to use in one of the other games, or even this game.
That's
I'm not sure.
that is from the new XCOM game. The person in the meme comics who tries to feel up the snake.
Yep.
He's actually a recurring character from back in the original one, where basically a squad first encounters a viper, and then they all have varying reactions. One of them's like, "Why would you need boobs on a snake? There's no biological imperative." One of them's like, "Or they could be aliens. You don't know." And then another guy's like, just straight up yelling, "Porn when?" And that character is the one who's getting shot in this one.
Oh yeah.
So I like that there's now a lore that this man was in the second XCOM game, and he managed to survive to this one. And he's just going like, yes, snake boobs. If he comes back for XCOM 3 for some kind of new Viper thing, I will laugh even more. But
I love that comic. That is perfect.
Actually, it might be good because well, I've got a couple tokens already made for that chick itself, for the snake chick.
Alright,
Because
let's see.
I've got a few things planned.
So I've seen that. Let me see if I can't find. You can continue on, Sid. I'm just checking because I know there's a. Yeah, here it is. Found
Am
it.
I checking now?
I don't know, just whatever normal stuff is. I'm just going to follow up Lavitz's post with the original comic that character's from. The guy who gets shot.
Put it in there afterwards.
It's in there now, but you can check whenever.
Is there anything of use in this room?
Well, there's the power system. If you up here, if you reconnect that, you might be able to reconnect power to the main ship. Because with the 20, you basically know everything about this room.
Well, I do. Sid doesn't.
But you can confer it. Basically, I'll basically allow that if someone gets a crit on seeing the room, everybody gets it. Because don't forget, you share all of your HUDs are connected, so all you guys can see what the others see.
Yes, but they're not thinking what I can think.
Fair enough.
So
Very
we're not a hive mind yet.
No, you can just see what everybody else sees.
Well,
If you think what I think, if you feel what I feel.
well, Sid, to answer your question, how how lucky are you feeling today about disconnecting a ship's power cell?
good luck. I'm gonna wait about 1 kilometer away that way.
Although you
Yeah,
do realize
exactly
that
what I
if you
thought.
attach some of the severed cords, it might power up more of the ship.
So that's 1 kilometer, right?
The
It's
ship ain't as big as 1 kilometer. It's let me just see. This ship is.
Look,
Come on, stop doing
Lavitz,
that.
I to try a maneuver that has a high chance of getting us killed. I am not going to power up more of this ship.
This ship is about 375 feet long by. Well, originally it was around 250 feet wide. Originally.
Okay, let me just do the math there. That's that many square feet. Now, if I were to take that number,
It's not square though, don't forget.
I know, I'm talking. So, the ship has a total of 28,575 square meters of space.
Its longest section, from point to back of wing, is 420 feet, or 84 squares.
Yeah. Anyway,
So it's a lot. It's much larger than your ship, but
and Sid does not want, and frankly, I completely agree with her. I say, let's go. Let's leave this big
yep.
walking
Now,
disaster.
there is a doorway here, but it is warped and jammed, and it is not going to open.
Well, we could make this one here try and open it.
No, there's really no way. It looks like it's been half melted. So it's actually one chunk of steel. Like it was once a door, but now it is melted into and become a new wall.
Lavitz?
Yes?
You know how I have a very large gun?
Yeah.
If I were to fire it at this door, could I open a new pathway?
It is possible, or you just fuse it even more. It all depends on the roll.
Alright, well, no time like the present. 13.
Yep, you hit it, but it fuses. Basically, all you do is cause the metal to heat up a bit more. It partially melts into itself even more, sealing up all cracks.
Well, that didn't work. Let's find a way around.
The roof up here, around here, is starting to drip. Chunks of metal and wires have just been turned basically into molten metal and wires, and it's dripping.
Wait, what did you do?
Also, the ship rumbles quite vigorously when you hit it with that gun.
What did you do?
What did you do, Ray?
I tried to make a door. I did not successfully make a door. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
I'm assuming since I'm in the other room, I didn't hear this, but I felt it.
Well, the door is open.
Do I know she did this?
Rollless targeting. Yes, you very much know.
I'm a smack her upside the head.
I want to counter that.
All right. Hydraulics check for both of you. Targeting from
Flat
Sid
D20.
and hydraulics from...
Oh, wow, you actually managed to counter it.
Yep, you go to smack her upside the head and Tekla just nimbly dodges straight out of the way. She's been smacked enough times up the head by you to know when one's coming. Pretty much on instinct she
Trust me
dodges.
on this. I have a history with going through old tech. Usually that kind of thing works.
Alright, let's just go to that door then.
Yeehaw! Alright. Door time.
Yep, with no
I
problem
am-
whatsoever, there's even power to this door.
Oh,
And
that's not good. I
you're just
am
gonna
losing all of my crits.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just do that so you know what's going.
Oh boy, okay. What's inside door number 2? Yep. There we are. That's more like it.
Luckily for you, you go up and you headbutt the door. Why? Whoa, this open! And then Sid just walks up, presses a button, and it opens.
I'm okay with that.
And ching, the door opens. Appears to be that the door was fully powered up. Now everybody roll me a d20.
Oh boy. Okay, that's a 15.
And roll,
I have
and don't forget to roll for
successfully-
Barry and Fisfra.
Yes.
Oh, I
So
got
Barry got a 5.
Fisfra sees nothing, Barry sees nothing, Sid sees nothing, and Kamiko, you actually poke your head in the doorway. The shadows from the light seem to move for a second.
I'm going to motion for everyone to stand back.
Okay. I guess I'll do so.
Now, Barry, I have a question for you.
Sure, what is it?
The last time you were on one of these, what exactly went down?
Well, you see, I wasn't always a cyborg. A long time ago, I was a squishy
Okay.
human, just like you.
Okay, well that answers that question I had. Can you please skip to the part where bad things, because I'm seeing things I don't like.
Could be radiation madness.
Barry, this is the second time today I have seen moving metal. I want to know what's up.
You saw a moving shadow, not metal.
You know what I mean, Lavitz. I'm going to assume that it's metal anyway.
Well, sounds like space madness to me.
No, Barry, you're dodging the question.
Called the dark crazies, the wet willies.
Barry, you are dodging the question. Now is not the time.
He's like, all right, fine, let me have a look.
Alright. So he goes up here.
Yep.
What's he take a look for?
He can activate his scanner bot, which will basically scan the entire room in totality.
No, is that one of his rolls?
He only gets 3 of them per day.
Is that one of its rolls, though?
Yeah, it's a D20 plus 5.
Okay. In that case, that's what it is. That's 22.
He goes in, steps into the middle of the room, and activates his drone. And after scanning it, he says, "Oh, that's interesting." And he comes back, and he comes into your face. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it even if you saw it. It's a hallway. And he just stares deep into your... Like, he basically stares deep into your soul.
Okay, I'm either going to burst out laughing or give Barry a hug for stating that.
Actually, roll me to see if you can parrot it. If you're going to parrot it.
Yeah, I forgot I had that.
First roll will be to see if you
I
laugh,
do.
and the second one will be to
It's
see if you parrot
above
it.
it's above the 100, so I do.
I don't see you roll though.
You should have gotten it.
Yeah, it's not showing us.
Or
I don't see a
it's-
roll either.
But I'm gonna go
It's
with
a
it.
GM whisper.
Oh, yep. Sorry, I was looking on the wrong screen. Yep. So
Yeah, it's above the 50, so I do.
So you start freaking parroting him. It's a hallway, and roll me a d20 to see if you laugh while doing it.
2.
Yeah, you crack up laughing like you can't contain yourself. Your ribs actually hurt after about a minute of freaking just laughing and repeating, "It's a hallway, it's a hallway."
You have no idea how happy this makes me, Lavitz.
And the entire time Barry is literally just staring straight at you.
Okay, give me a second
He
here.
even makes sure that his face comes up on your
Give me a second, hold on.
center view screen of him just staring deeply at you.
Wait, why is Barry staring at me?
No, he's staring at Tekla. He's brought up his face
Alright,
in Tekla's HUD, and it's just staring straight at him. At her, I should say.
Okay, I can hear you fine now. I had to turn off the noise suppression though.
Yeah, I don't use that thing because Discord's new.
Well, it's been working really well. It's just that it's been working really well for me. I haven't had any of you guys complain about my clicks yet, but you two started making very robotic noises. So, yeah, this piece of shit. Anyway.
So yeah, after about a minute, you feel. I'm not sure how would you feel about having just someone's deadpan stare in your face while everybody else around you is laughing.
Well, frankly, at the moment, Lavitz, I don't care. I've got bigger fish to fry.
Fair enough. Either way,
I'll just look at him and go,
you
alright.
can say that this is just a hallway. There's no shadows.
Right,
not even shadows are in here. It's literally just an empty hallway.
I just point my. I just gently, give a little gesture like, after you.
Okay, and Barry walks straight in. He says, by the scan, this says pilot's cockpit. Sorry, that's cockpit. That is mess hall.
I'm gonna head to the cockpit.
Oh, but there might be a bunch of alcohol in the mess hall. You never know. Alright, well, I'm just gonna open this door.
Alrighty. Give us a roll.
This one needs a roll? Alright. 10.
Okay, after a little bit of what would it be? Dedicated precision banging. You managed to open up the door to the cockpit. Fish. And a bunch of air escapes the cockpit.
Huh.
It doesn't appear to be breathable air. It looks like it's filled with carbon dioxide. But it fizzes out so fast that you barely even notice. At the front, roll us a detect.
That's not good, is it?
I failed miserably.
11.
Okay, and for each of the companions?
Now, let's see. Barry.
Fistfur is 10
has
plus whatever.
1 in targeting, so 5. Barry gets
Okay.
5.
Okay. Sid and Barry's view screens suddenly flicker and go dark.
Huh. Okay.
They go that for about 3 to 4 seconds and then they reboot up. Kamiko, you and Barry, look, you see a corpse sitting on the ground around about here.
Okay.
It looks like it was reaching for something, but you can't tell what.
Alright, time to take a look at this corpse in more detail. What's the roll for that?
D20 plus targeting.
What if I wanted to determine the cause of death?
Pretty difficult. But roll us targeting.
Okay, 5. So,
Yeah, this corpse, despite being in reasonably good condition, it is very pale, but you can't tell what the cause of death was. There doesn't appear to be any massive injuries, but the suit does appear to have old brown stains on the back of it. Most likely old dried blood. Because remember, blood dries brown.
well, looks like our good fellow, unless Sid wants to look at him in more detail, got shot in the back. Or worse. Sid, you feeling up to taking a peek at this dead man here?
Sure, I'll take a look at him. Observation?
Yes. Okay, yes. You assume that this guy bled out.
Oh.
It looks like something was jammed into his back, but has been removed. Most likely by him because there's bloodstains on his hands. The corpse is remarkably well preserved for it being dead for so long. Almost like natural mummification, but without it actually losing its liquid. Because this room basically had its was perfectly sealed.
Huh.
It looked like he was trying to crawl to the control panel.
Oh, then.
The
Take a
screen
look at
actually
the
still
control
maintains
panel.
a small amount of power on it, though the screen does it appears to be like it was bashed in slightly.
Well, would you like me to take a... Alright, 18.
Okay, you can't read out exactly what it's written on there, but there was a basically it says initiate blank power blank. The blank is basically where the screen has been smashed in because it's an old, think like an LED screen. So,
Okay.
pretty much half the screen is completely unreadable. You can only thing, and basically at the bottom it says Y-N.
Now, Sid,
Mm-hmm.
could you determine exactly what happened to this man?
Well, as far as I can tell, it looks like he bled out somehow. Possibly self-inflicted.
Oh no, this is in his back.
Huh?
This wound is in his back.
Oh, it's in his back. Sorry.
From the 23, you assume that basically he was stabbed in the back by something. Like something was impaled his back. And he pulled it out, and before he could get to the control panel, he died. but he died crawling towards this control panel.
So poor sucker was murdered.
You don't know. It is the wound is extremely wide for, say, a knife or even a sword, and it is too deep for an axe. So actually, roll me a d20 to basically do an insight check.
D20, just a D20?
Yeah, flat d20.
7.
You're not exactly sure, but you reckon, thanks to you've observed the wound, you assume that it might have been shrapnel.
Oh, okay, I see.
But that's the best thing you can come up with, a 7. Be right back. Just need to take a pee. Diabetes bad.
Okay. Now, so far we've got a man who is dead trying to reach the console. The console has a program running in it. We might want to take a look at this back on the ship, get all the information from it, bring it back, see if we can figure out the message.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
So, what would you lovely ladies like to do?
Well, do I have some method of downloading the information from this?
No, the screen is locked on to whatever the last command was.
Yes.
So all you can read is initiate power.
No, Lavitz, all I'm going to ask is there a way for me to take the information from the console of whatever screen this is attached to, and then bring it back to our ship and read it there?
No.
All right.
Think of it kind of like, you know, when you're on the computer and Windows says, "Do you want to give permission to this program?" And then you can't click on anything else until you either say allow or cancel. The whole thing is locked on that.
Well, glorious leader, I look at Sid.
When did...
How risky do you want to get today?
Do what you want. I kind of want to figure out what happened to the ship.
Alright, is there a yes button here, Lavitz?
Yep, basically it's got a Y/N, so basically you got to type Y and hit enter, or N and hit enter.
Alright, I'm hitting Y.
Okay.
I just look back as I hit enter and go,
type in that you've said
you sanctioned this.
Type into the chat that you've hit Y. Okay. All of a sudden, the whole ship lights up. And you hear... Wait a second, how do I word this properly? Power restored to self-destruct. T-minus 1 minute. 60.
All right.
59. 58.
Let's get moving.
57. 56. 55.
Okay, let's run.
54.
We're
53.
moving.
52. 51.
Yeah,
50.
We're just booking it.
Okay.
This was sanctioned by you, by the way. You can't point the finger at me for this one.
As you run past the nuclear
we don't
bombs,
know if it's gonna...
as you run past nuclear bombs, you notice that the flashing red light is now steady green. Each round is 10 seconds, 30 feet per 10 seconds, so 1, Yeah, you get it to your ship and you realize that you've probably only got about 10 to 15 seconds left.
Get us out of
Okay.
here.
Okay. Where are we? Okay, you guys are currently attached to the ship and you realize you've got about 15 seconds left.
Alright. Detach. Get moving.
Okay, it's starting to slowly detach. Roll me a d20 to convince her to fly off and basically wreck your attaching hook.
Would that be plus communications?
Yes.
Alright, wonderful. I have a 1 in this. Sid, if this goes tits up, you're...
Because luckily you can do
Shall
this
I
the moment
roll
you
it
get
as
on
well?
the ship. Yeah, you can, because the moment you get on the ship, your comms will be returned to basically aids and it'll patch through to the cockpit.
Do I not have a bonus with her?
Yes, you would. I'd give you a +1 with communications with her.
Sub 6 still. It doesn't do anything.
So I made a more convincing argument than Sidran did.
Apparently.
Okay.
Get us out of here. The whole ship is going to explode versus get us out of here. I'm horny.
Okay. Let me just roll to see how well. She disconnects it, but there's only probably about 3 seconds left. So she starts taking off. And boom. Wait a second. Where's explosion? This is going to be good enough.
There is a camp. Suddenly there is a campfire on the ship.
Yep. The stones represent shrapnel. Now, let's roll a piloting. Oh, she dodges most of it. She dodges the first explosion. Dodges some of the shrapnel. Oh. Okay.
Do I have to shoot stuff?
A large chunk of shrapnel. No, you wouldn't have been able to get there in time. You had like freaking 10 seconds to get from the airlock to run down, then go down the ladder, and then actually hop into the cannons.
Oh, okay.
So you wouldn't have had time.
Mm-hmm.
The explosion... She dodges the explosion masterfully. However,
Shrapnel.
The shrapnel, she dodges the larger chunks reasonably well, only taking on small pieces. But the shields basically bypass that. However, as the shields are getting pounded by these little these larger chunks of asteroids, a smaller piece chunks in and pierces straight through your engines.
Of course it does.
Your ship is thrown into space. Its engines have gone kaput, and it is currently spinning.
Can I convince the captain to give me a piloting attempt here?
Alright. Let me just finish. Your ship is spinning. And as it gets blown, it is now caught in the gravity of the planet and is starting to get drawn in. Your engines are dead. Your power is down.
Pardon me, Captain.
She's like, "Yep. What do you want? What do you want?"
I am running into the cockpit as we do this. Would you mind if I just give a quick
Roll me a hydraulics check. For your suit not to be being thrown around like a rag doll.
7?
Yeah, it takes you about a minute or so to even get there, and you take 3 damage. You're still in you're still in your mech suit.
Permission to fly, Captain.
She says, "Oh, well, go ahead. All controls are down. All power is down."
All right.
SOL.
Well then, let's get cracking on the power then. And that's where I'm headed. It's the power. What's my role to fix the power? Is it tech?
Yeah, you'll have to go to the engine bay though.
All right, I'm headed to the engines.
That one's better. There we go. Is that a better explosion effect?
I like the campfire more, but yes. Do I need to roll to go to the engines?
Yeah, I'm bringing you onto your ship right now.
Oh boy, alright, so.
GM roll. Okay. The ship is dark and it's on emergency lighting. The auto-gravity has switched off, though your magnetic boots do kind of kick in, so you're not too affected by the gravity not working, but there is no power whatsoever.
Alright, great. I'm going back to the power.
And the other three, you guys are all inside the airlock section here.
So, I'm now at the power.
Okay. It takes you a minute. You take roll me a hydraulics check to get there.
Jesus Christ.
You fall down into the turret bay. Head first. So all that's there is poking out the top of your mech, and you are jammed currently.
Can I unjam myself?
Give me another hydraulics check, but most likely you're going to need someone else with a mech to pull you out.
10.
Not quite good enough. You managed to unjam yourself to a degree where you can actually move your arms a bit, but basically your hips and whatnot are stuck in the top of this hole here. In a mech suit, you're not really supposed to go down this hole.
Sid,
Mm-hmm.
I will need a little bit of assistance.
What'd you do this time?
Well, I went and walked down a hallway. Walked down a hallway.
There we go.
Alright. So, I'll hop out of my mech, I guess?
You probably
No,
need
bring
a
your
mech to
mech.
pull him out of it.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, just bring in. Just walk up to it.
Okay, roll us a hydraulics check, and Kamiko, you can roll a hydraulics check to try and aid.
7.
Okay.
4.
It takes you a lot longer than you expect, but you do eventually pull Kamiko out. But a good 10 minutes has gone by. Meanwhile, lights are flashing, shit's getting real, y'all.
Alright, I'm getting out of the mech. Here we are. I'm out of the mech. I'm out of the power. Let's take a look. 12.
Okay, you managed to reconnect the sensors / scanner.
Alright, Captain, scanner's online.
Yep. Yeah, she actually tells you that the scanners are online.
That's what I just said, Captain.
And let's just see what the scanners say. The scanners read, "We're about to crash."
Brilliant.
She says, "Hold on to something, we're impact in 30 seconds.
Okay, how long does it take for me to hop on my mech?
About 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah,
roll us D20 plus robot arms. to basically pull yourself
20,
in because
20
the ship is currently spinning a
plus
lot.
2, 20.
Okay, yep, you managed to, as your mech is about to fall over, you reach in with your robot arms and you just pull yourself in and hit it, and it shuts the mech on door closed, just narrowly missing your leg.
Jesus. All right. Well, I'm in.
Okay, now roll me a d20 for yous and your companions, which hopefully they are still in their suits.
1d20. Barry has gotten a 2.
I've got a 14 and Fistfrog got a 20.
I have a 3. Barry got a 2. I got a 3.
Okay.
Neither of us are very good at this.
No, neither of you are
Apparently.
very good at this. Okay. Upon impact, Kamiko, you go flying into this wall here. And your mech completely shuts down. And you feel that you may have broken your leg.
Oof.
Barry
Good plan.
gets thrown almost out the airlock. The airlock is now completely blown open, but he did manage to grab onto it. However, his mech has been ripped to shreds, and so has part of him. He's actually lost an arm.
Well, it sure is a good thing.
Viscera, she just puts all her mech's power straight into... Wait, she got a 20, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she put all her power into her grav boots and just overcharged the shit out of them, so she didn't move at all. She just kind of stood there, and the ship's weighing and flying all over the place, and she's just standing there with her suit in basically perfect lock and magneted to the ground. And Sid, you got, what did you get? A 14?
Mm-hmm.
You managed to activate your grabs, but they didn't quite have enough power. So on impact, you got thrown into this computer terminal. You took 1 damage, and the computer terminal was smashed.
Damn.
And Ghost Lady, she was thrown into this wall, and cracked her front screen.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, she has enough control that she can actually keep a smoke in through a cracked screen, even an open screen. It's just that she's going to have to repair it quite quickly, otherwise she'll start to age. And you guys are currently smashed in on the planet. Now, the question is, you have multiple possibilities on where you landed. Who wants to be the decider?
Please, not me.
You're the one who got us in here.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what you like to believe.
Hey, you're the one who suggested we hop through a hole.
Yeah, because it sounded fun.
Well, look, Sid, there is no fun here. We are in Lavitz's campaign.
That's hurtful.
There is only... I mean, okay, let me rephrase. There is no fun here, only enjoyment, and a specific chart labeled FUN.
F is for fun. Da, 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 da. Sorry.
Yeah, so we have an FUN chart, and we have enjoyment. We do not have fun. Fun is a word that Lavitz has whenever he rolls his chart.
Yeah, that chart is a lot of fun.
True.
So, Sid,
Mm-hmm.
you're making choices. Where are we going?
Okay.
Just roll
So
me a
where
d4.
are... Okay. 1.
Oh, you actually got the best one. Now I just have to upload this map. Just give me a second.
Oh. What do you mean we got the best one, Lavitz? Do you mean for you or for us?
For you.
I would like that clarification as well.
Well, look at it this way. You had a choice. Like, basically, there was 3 locations you could have landed in. 1, a lava area. 2, the center of a settlement, which you would have then had it catch fire. 3, the middle of the ocean. Or 4, basically a small outcropping, basically. Well, not an outcropping. Basically, the middle of nowhere, but on a safe spot where you don't actually, destroy a city.
So we went in. So did we just fall into a volcano?
No, you landed in a small outcropping. I'm just waiting for the picture to upload. Apparently, my upload is really shit.
All right, you know what, Sid?
Come on.
Sid, I have a gift for this. Hold on.
Alright, let's hear it.
Give me a minute. Fuck. Okay, let's see.
Is
Gifts.
priceless, the look on your faces.
Open link in new tab. Let's see. An image in new tab. Just let me pop that off in my archive server, grab it, and then... There we go. Alright. So, after we crash land, as my suit comes back online, who's not dead? There you go. There's a GIF. Enjoy.
Where'd you put it?
Space Dragoons. That is me right now.
Fair enough.
Well, if you don't know this movie, I will be very disappointed with you, but not surprised.
That is... I gotta remember. Atlanta. Wasn't it?
Yep.
Atlantis. Yes.
It's the first one, and it's the best one.
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it.
Yes. Anyway, so I'm just going, alright, which one of you guys aren't dead?
I almost got him mixed up with the cyborg guy from bloody Treasure Planet.
Which also great movie.
You mean Ben?
Yeah, the robot guy.
Yeah. Alright, well anyway, we're here.
Here you are. This is where your ship is, but I've got to find a decent picture of your ship. Actually, I'll just drag that on.
Okay, so unless I go to 10%, it's just really, really pixelated. Thank you, Roll20. I love you. You're my favorite.
I guess I can probably shrink it down.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
When I zoom in,
it's loaded.
When I'm at even when I'm
It's loaded properly now.
Ah, there we go then.
Anyway, yeah.
And this is what.
So as everyone's just getting back, that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna ask who's dead and who's not, and just tell them to sound off.
Alrighty. Upon impact, your shields completely tank most of the damage that would have killed you. But your ship is damaged to the point that all the girders are warped. The engines are... Well, you're not exactly sure where the engines are. They're gone. And... Yeah, luckily you still have your fabricator, but it has no power now. And your ship
Well,
is...
I can fix that.
And your ship is sitting at 12%.
Alright. Can someone help me out of the mech?
What do you mean?
My leg is broken.
Oh, yeah, I'll try and help you here.
Actually, both of you roll me for concussion.
Oh,
Ooh, my favorite roll. What's the roll for that, Lavis? Is there...
Flat D20 plus shielding.
Ooh, I got 12 plus whatever my shielding is, which I guess is
15.
17.
Shield level, sorry. Shield level.
Okay, so 13.
Okay, 15. Yep, neither of you... Like, Kamiko, you're battered, you're bruised, you've got a snapped leg, but... And one of your robot arms is a little bit fucked up, but you can repair that pretty easily. But neither of you suffer a concussion.
Wow, incredible. Now, can you help me up?
Actually, if you called a Fistfra, should be able to help because she's the only person that has taken no damage whatsoever.
Yeah, if any of you have skill in transporting the wounded, now would be a wonderful time.
Okay, well... This was there to help. Barry, he is completely ripped to shreds. He's missing an arm, he's missing a leg on his mech. And his internal, like his actual physical body, that is actually like mangled like fuck. But luckily he's really just a brain in his chest cavity, so, you know, he can fix it. He's a little bit more durable than you fleshy human types.
Alright, well, has anyone sounded off on my question about who's not dead?
Yep, everybody.
Yeah, I did.
Yep, everybody has.
Alright, great. Thank you.
So what are you guys going to do?
Well, once I get out of my mech, I'm gonna see if I can't fix the leg. Or if we'll have to amputate.
Alrighty. Roll me a medical check. Too bad, Ruby's not here. She was the medical trained person.
17.
Yep, you realise that it's a compound fracture, so it's piercing outside, but you roughly know how to splinter and put it back into place and wrap it up. Luckily, Fistfra has ran off and she's grabbed you some bandages.
It's a shame that the old medical supplies we had aren't here. Some of those worked wonders. Tell you what, man, I saw Dimitri's arm come off once, and we put that back on like it was brand new within 5 minutes.
Was he a robot?
No. We just had really good meds. This is fucking retarded and not serious at all. So don't unless you want.
I'll just wait here for Dimitri to come along. And she just stands there. And
Dimitri's dead. No, I think you misunderstand. Dimitri died 3 years ago.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, eaten by a gray bear. Terrible way to go.
Change that to...
Poor Dimitri.
Yeah, he was He was 45.
That's supposed to be old.
Yes.
In this culture, if they
That's
make it to
new.
50, that is considered like ancient.
Yeah, once you're 50, you've pretty much retired at that point, and now you're working as an elder. So, yes, he was near the very end of his days in terms of hunting. Speaking of, how does the ship look?
Fucked up. It is sitting at
Okay.
12%. The engines are gone. They fell off while entering the atmosphere. So did this section. And this section here.
Okay.
Which also
So-
means that your lovable little symbol is also scattered somewhere on this planet.
Yeah, that's not good. I want that. I need that. But I don't know about that yet. So,
Also,
first,
the turret's been ripped off as well.
first, I'd like to fix my leg.
Okay, you can splint that with a bunch of the ripped apart areas. Just roll us a d20 plus tech to try and splint your leg.
10.
It takes you a bit, you bleed for a little while, but you do manage to splint it up enough that you can actually basically encase it in like a 4-way splint.
Alright. That'll have to do.
This will slow your outer mech combat movements to a third of your normal speed.
That's fine. I can handle it. I'm heading off to the bridge.
Okay, while you're doing that, Sid, what are you doing?
I want to actually see how much I can help out and take care of the crew right now.
Alright. Well, Fistfra, she appears to be in perfect health. There's no problem with her whatsoever. Barry
Barry,
is
on the other
basically
hand.
just a torso, a leg, and an arm. And that's his mech.
Okay.
Inside his mech, he's all mangled up.
I'm a check on Barry and see how he's doing. Like I'll ask him, how you holding up?
Well, I'm still alive, but can't really move at the moment. I'm
I
kind
was
of
gonna
Hey.
say it
pinned
looks
in
like
here.
you're missing a couple of things.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Not a pleasant experience, personally.
Wait, hold on.
Do
Lads.
you feel pain?
I get pain readouts. I don't really feel pain unless it affects my organic structure my organic core.
The data could be interpreted as pain.
Yeah, basically he gets registers in his brain on which area, like how much pressure's been placed on an area, if it's damaged, stuff like that. So it's all data. to
I
him.
see.
So, Lads, I noticed that there are 2 red markers of equal size on the map. One of them's in my room, the other is with the part that just fell out.
The one in your room is a painting on the ceiling.
Oh.
Actually, I'll draw on the map the sections that are gone.
We really need to differentiate that.
Actually, no.
Oh boy.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Moving maps is a pain in the ass now.
Does that apply to the ZPM as well?
The ZPM is still partially there. Like, the actual ZPM itself is there, but the housing for the ZPM is gone.
Alright.
So basically you'll need to find that before you can restore any power to the ship at all.
Well, Is there any residual power in the system?
A small amount that is running from your Nakwita generator here.
Would that be enough for a single scan?
Yes.
All right, then.
And it would be enough to power the fabricator once, maybe twice.
All right, then. I'm going to scan for the other areas of the ship.
Alrighty. Roll us a d20. Oh, good. You actually found it
20.
really well. Now I'm going to have to find a world map. Or an area map, I should say. Give me a second.
Would you mind telling us which part we found? Because
you found a
depending on which one.
location for most of the parts. Engines, power systems, and you can instinctively sense how far away you are from the marker.
All right. The marker, I think, is our top priority.
Yep, for you, pretty much yes.
Well, no, Levitz, hold on. I have reasoning. So remember when we plugged it into the fabricator and we made a lot of energy?
Yep, it went bunters and whatnot.
Yes. Until we find the rest, we could use it as a power source.
Okay. I'm still looking for a map. Sorry, I've got to actually find a...
How much longer do you think we'll go for tonight?
I'll basically... Actually, we can kind of end it here if you want, because I still need to find maps and stuff like that for you. So if
What do you
want,
think,
we can...
Nico? Give Lavitz a good setup time?
Well, the question, I suppose, would be how much fighting are we going to do on these maps? Because if they're just general world maps where we just go places, then we'll probably have a fine time.
Well, you don't know. This is an unknown planet.
Yeah. I'm just sort of wondering whether there'll be any major... Like if you're going to... Whatever it is, you don't have to say. Just like, there's going to be a major... Some challenge or something, you know, some kind of... It could be social, it could be combat, it could be whatever. Then you can say that, and then we can go, okay, well, that's... You'd probably need to set up a whole map for that. But if it's something where it's just like, yeah, you just need to go here and find this thing, then...
Well, basically what it is you're going to have to find the missing parts of your ship, put them back together, and you never know, there could be locals that you encounter, there could be wildlife that you could encounter, there could be obstacles that you may need to overcome to get to that. But you do feel the marker moving away from you.
That's not good. I want that back. The faster we get it back, the better.
I think this one's a good enough map. I'll copy the image and I'll post it in the Discord. And the Space Dragoons. If it works. No, file too big. Son of a bitch. I'm going to have to find a smaller version of it. Maybe that one. Nope. That one. Nope. Son of a bitch. Curse your Discord and only allowing certain certain size things.
Not if you do $10 a month.
I'm not paying Discord $10 a month.
Lavitz is Australian. He is like Manitoban.
Well, it'd probably be closer to $20 a month, knowing friggin' Australia's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might want to switch that sound system back on again, Kamiko.
Alright, I'll just turn it back on and then hope that I can still hear you guys good.
Alrighty, no problem.
Alright, say some words and...
I'm saying some words, some things, and some other things.
Alright, great. I can hear you good.
Okay. This is basically the area that the scan managed to give you. And you think you've landed roughly around the center left, just on the edge of that deserty area.
Okay.
I can't see that.
Center left. Very deserty area.
I am on the Dragoon map.
It's in the Discord.
No, it's... yeah, Discord.
Oh, I'm a fucking retard. Okay.
Okay. Just...
Okay, desert area. Can I tell around where the marker is?
Wait a second. Give me a second. I'm going to put that in Dragoon so then I can actually,
Well, while we're doing that, I suppose I'll let the captain know that I've found the rough areas of parts of the ship. But there's one part in particular I really want to go after.
Once this is uploaded, I'll bring you to the map and then I'll point out where things were, because you rolled a freaking unnatural 20, so you know roughly where the things are.
Yeah, it's not as good as an actual 20, but...
Okay. Son of a... I go to move shit and suddenly it starts drawing. Okay, stretch that down a bit. Stretch it down a bit more. Move it to map layer. Drag the Dragoon. Here. Actually, no. Actually, I'm going to change your location a little bit. There we go. Okay, here's the map in Roll20. That is what your scanners have managed to find. And basically that's the kind of data that got sent to you roughly before you crashed, as you were flying across it. And your second scan kind of showing that, okay, your marker, I'll make that red because it's a red marker. Your red marker is here, roughly, but you feel it getting further away. Your engine.
Okay.
Engines, what should they be? Blue? Dark blue?
Sure.
Okay, your engines are somewhere around here, in this area. And your, what was the other section? Front section? Oh no, the back section that contains a lot of parts and maybe some of your companions. That is going to be... I'll make it... What color should it be? Dull green.
Yeah.
the other part landed somewhere in this area, but you're not exactly sure. Because that was just shearing off.
Well, I'd like to report to the captain what I found and my recommendation for our next move.
And the lounge area is somewhere around here.
Okay. But I can tell where the marker is.
Yes.
And that's our main piece of interest.
Yep. So what we'll do is we'll leave it at that. So you guys see ship layer areas. Blue is engine, red is marker, purple is chunk of ship, and green is engines.
Well, should I make the suggestion now or next session?
Up to you.
Okay, Captain. So, based on this, there are 3 major sections where our parts have come off. As you can see in this green section over here, that's around where what was it that came off?
Green sections is engines.
Yes. Okay, our engines came off around here. Our lounge came off around here, and our whatever the last one was came off around here. The last one was...
Oh, what did I say now? Sorry. Pink is more miscellaneous stuff. Green was engines. Blue was... fucking hell. I'm blanking. Sorry, I didn't get a lot of sleep. Oh, that is like bombs, missile bombs and stuff like that, and other parts like possible survivors that are kept in stasis.
And this is various stasis is essentially the area where various stasis pods and weapons landed. Now, I would recommend that we go to this area, specifically around here-ish, because there's within the lounge was a artifact that contained an immense amount of power within it. Without it, we have probably a much lower chance of survival than we would with it. In addition, given its small size, it would be very easy for us to carry to and from the ship.
Sid, any feedback?
Huh?
Anything you want to say before we finish this off?
No. All I suggest is we probably just need to search around for materials to try and fix our ship.
Does the captain have anything to say about my suggestion?
She's feeling a little bit concussed at the moment. She says that she's going to stay here and see if she can work on getting the scanners back on, like, properly online, and seeing if she can find ways to get the ship defensible, just in case natives are dangerous.
Well,
and she's going to see if she can get repair Barry, because he's currently.
Does she have a pistol?
Yes, she's got a pistol. She's also got. She's basically got this thing where she controls blades with her mist. So what she does is she kind of removes her gloves, and then she can kind of send a mist out with blades, and the blades will actually fly around here, being held by her mist. So she's actually a very good defensive fighter, and with a pistol, she's a pretty good shot. She's not a captain for no reason.
So she is very combat effective.
Yes. It's highly
right, then.
specialized but effective.
In that case, I would recommend that you and Barry stay behind, and the other three of us head off to retrieve the artifact.
That is entirely up to you. She says, as long as you can get bring back as many parts as possible. She says, we really do need power, though. So just keep that in mind. And she
Believe
says,
me,
watch
Captain.
out for local wildlife, and we don't know if there's locals around and if they're friendly or not.
Captain,
We only
trust me
scan
on
for
this.
missing parts.
The artifact could probably more than solve our power needs.
By the way, Sid, you have no idea what artifact he's talking about.
Oh, I know.
Would you like to ask?
No. At this point, my character just thinks you're insane and just lets you go do whatever you want.
I mean, I can show you I'm just saying, Sid, I've got a smaller version of my gun that I can just pull out and go, yeah, this is...
You tried that once before, you can't figure out how it works. All you know is that
No,
you made it.
No, Labbits, that's not what I mean. I mean, I can take it out of the gun and then show it to Sid and then put it back in, because...
You don't remember last time you rolled to see if you could do that, and you couldn't. You have no idea how
What? No,
the
I was
gun
just
comes
checking to
apart
make sure the
actually
gun was alive, or still functioning.
No, last time you wanted to check to see if it was still the power system was or the marker was still in there correctly, and you couldn't figure out how to open it up to have a look at the marker.
I'm thinking you might be a bit off, but you have the recording, so you're probably correct.
I'm pretty sure it was that you couldn't figure it. Like, you have no idea how this gun works. All you know is that you made it, but you can't figure out for the life of you how you made it or what it makes up or what parts it's got. In fact, you can't even tell if you can't even tell why it works when it's got no moving parts at all.
That's fine. Do I get any feelings from the marker being far away?
Yeah, you're anxious and you feel that it's being taken away from you, so you really want it back.
Yeah, I could probably explain to the captain that this is incredibly vital, but Sid's just gonna ignore it.
Well, either way, we will end the session here.
All right.
So I will talk to you guys tomorrow for Sid's game.
Alright.
And
yeah.
Now, for the record...
Have you set the time for that, Sid?